What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. We're back for episode 5, and this is going to be a very, very exciting episode. We are going to be creating our first saltwater crocodile exhibit, which is pretty exciting. The water exhibits are always a lot of fun. We did like some hippos and stuff back in the beta. Had a great time with that, so I'm excited to see what happens here. You guys know this is our zoo. Things are going swimmingly so far. Everything is great. In our last episode, we set up this new little food court area and a really nice upscale staff area back here. So things are looking pretty good. Profits are up. You guys can see we're up to $81,000 and climbing. $4,400 in total profit happening right now. So that's pretty solid, and I'm excited to see what happens here. So let me pause this before we lose any more daylight. Mechanic research is complete. You know, vet research is going on. We're completing all kinds of crazy stuff. Can we say hi to this guy? Boom, look at that. Looks good. And yeah. Ooh, damaged barriers. Let's go ahead and call a mechanic to that so he can go check that out as soon as that's unpaused. But anyway, let's take a look at our animals. So I already have both of the crocs available. We bought Basuki a few episodes ago. We saw them on the market. We know they're kind of rare, so I was like, oh, I'll just pick them up and save them for later. And then I just bought Inda right before this episode started because I saw her on the market as well. We bought her for like 80 conservation credits. We couldn't buy her in cash, but you know, still overall pretty good. And holy cow, we can just straight up release her straight back into the wild and get more conservation credits for it. That's kind of crazy. Inda, as you guys can see, she's actually pretty solid. She's got 2,600 on her kind of like rating score. She's got a gold ribbon, so she's going to bring a lot of attention to the zoo. And she's got some good traits, you know, good size, could be better longevity, but fertility and immunity are pretty good. Basuki, he's not quite as good. Longevity and size are not good. Honestly, I kind of want a big one. I mean, I would feel bad. Let me see here. Are there any that we could purchase? Are there any good males that have good size? The thing is having a large male would be really, really cool. But as you guys can see, the large males cost a lot of money. So maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to breed a large male out of Inda here. So speaking of that, you guys can see Basuki is 29.4 years old. Inda is young at 14. And if we take a look at their Zoopedia, you guys will see that you can have up to 2, so 1 male and 1 female. But they live for 72 years, and they can actually breed up until their death. There's no like limit on the sterility or the fertility and stuff, which is kind of cool. So I think we're good to go. I think everything is going to be great here. This should kind of get our breeding program off the ground. You guys know our aardvarks have been doing they've been doing pretty well with breeding, but nothing else is happening too quickly. I guess we did get a puppy recently with these African wild dogs, but overall, breeding is kind of slow in the park so far. So we're going to try to pick that up and work on our conservation. So I was looking, we've got a water treatment plant over here that's treating the African wild dogs water. I'm thinking, let's put the croc exhibit right in this area right here. I feel like it's kind of a focal point. It's kind of a center point. I feel like this is going to be something a lot of people are going to want to see. So let's give it its own entire side of the zoo right here. And I was also thinking maybe, you know, obviously people can't go inside the exhibit. Maybe we could set up a pathway to go above the exhibit so you can like look down on them. I was thinking that might be kind of cool and kind of unique. So I guess let's just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and move this, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a path, and we're you know, like I said, we're gonna make something where people can kind of go up and look down over top of the crocs. What's the width of this? 6 meters. So I'm gonna put this right in the middle. Let's make sure it's in the middle here. Nothing's perfectly perpendicular, but we're gonna go like this, and then I think is it you? Yeah, you. How high do we want it to be? I don't really want it to be too high. I'm thinking maybe something like this, and then we can flatten that out. Now I don't know. Can you put we haven't really done this that many times. Can you put a fence under that? Let me see if we can put a habitat fence under this. I think they need a grade 2, so they're cool with a glass fence. If we lower this to 1 meter, can we extend this underneath? We can. Okay. Nice. So hopefully a 1 meter fence is going to be enough. I guess we'll wait and see what happens. I'm gonna perfect this, make sure it looks good, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Boom. All right, that looks pretty solid. It turned out pretty well so far, dude. This would be honestly really, really cool if you could have this in real life, where you just like look down over them. I guess most places probably have that. I don't think they let you get this close. This is like what, 10, 15 steps or so up. Not really all that tall, but we're gonna work with it, man. It's gonna be cool. So we've got that now. Like I said, I think they only need a grade 2 fence. Is that right? Glass fence on these kind of makes me feel a little nervous. Yeah, grade 2 boundary requirement with no height suggested. So I'm assuming 1 meter. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. So like we did before, we're gonna have to start this with a little 2-meter fence. Could probably extend this a little bit. Let's go ahead and drop this down to a 1-meter fence, so it's going to be able to go through, and then we can kind of make our little habitat here. So we probably should actually, what we should do, we should have it immediately come straight up to the edge of the walkway so that people walking by can still see them. So we're gonna have it go like that. And then we're gonna run it along the edge. But first, let's go ahead and drop this down so that we can have it go underneath our little stairway. We're gonna bring this thing on around. Should be nice. Now, obviously, we don't have this side of the zoo figured out yet, so I'm gonna say I guess we could kind of have this curve like this and start heading this way. I just kind of want a bit of a guideline on where to end our croc exhibit here, though. But this is looking pretty good so far. We're just gonna kind of bring the obviously bring the barrier around and connect it on this side. So we could have it kind of come back out there. To make things symmetrical, we probably should do something like that. So I'm gonna say maybe like 10 meters, something like that. How does that look? We're coming out a little bit too far. Shoot. I wish there was a way to like make 1/2 of an exhibit and then just straight up mirror it. Honestly, there probably is. I just don't really know how to do it. So I guess there's no excuse, but. So I've got a feeling we made this thing entirely too big, but also I really want to make it symmetrical. So I guess these guys are just going to have a very, very big area. We also could just make it so that we could split it in two. If we end up getting lots of these guys and the mating goes well and stuff, we could just kind of put something right down the middle. So you walk up over this and it looks like it's all the same exhibit, but it's not. So that could be kind of cool. But this is turning out pretty well so far. We need to finish up this barrier here. So let's just go ahead and bring this in like so, and then we should be able to connect it. Bada bing, bada boom, there it is. Our huge crocodile exhibit. Man, this is crazy, but honestly, yeah, that would be really, really good if we split it in half. Or we could put like one side crocs, one side hippos. You can look down on each. That could be pretty cool. I like what we're working with here. Eventually, if we wanted to make an underwater viewing area, we could do that too. So I don't know. We've got plenty of options here, but this is a really nice exhibit. I really like how it turned out. We did pretty well. Looks like this side's a little bit bigger than this side, but hey, it's not too bad. So cool. Now what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and get a barrier fence. Are we gonna be able to? What do you guys think? I guess it doesn't really matter which side we put the habitat gate on. I'll put the habitat gate right here. No, that kind of messes it up a little bit. It would be nice if the habitat gates were a little more hidden and not on the main path. So I'm going to go ahead and put it like that. And then we're going to be able to grab a staff path. And we can send a staff path if we make it a lot shorter and a lot smaller. We could put a staff path right like that so they can access it not from the main areas. I didn't even really think about that, but a lot of our exhibits that we make just gotta have a door right there off the main drag, which is probably not our best idea. So we should probably start thinking about that in the future. So yeah, we got a little staff path there. Nothing too crazy, but it does make it a little more exclusive. I'm gonna say let's just straight up cut this off right now. I'm gonna put a break in the middle here, and we're gonna commit to what's it called? To splitting this thing in half. Shoot. Well, this is it. This is what we're going to be working with here. I really wanted to make it so that it was, kind of one giant habitat that was split in two right down the middle underneath the walkway so that people couldn't see it. But that was causing our game to crash. It was not good. I didn't know if we were going to be able to recover the save file. I was about to be really, really mad. But we're okay. So, I mean, if you're walking up and you're looking down, you can't really see the fences. So I feel like it still works out pretty well. It's not as beautiful as I would have liked, but it's also not not bad at the same time. So this is gonna be our crocodile habitat right here. I say let's just, I mean, we could start adding some of the water areas. We could also move these guys in if we wanted. I'm trying to think of what we want here. Do we want an underground viewing area? If we were gonna do underground viewing, it would probably be somewhere over here. I guess we can go for underground viewing. I feel like that'll be kind of cool. So I'm gonna delete these sections, and then what we're gonna have to do is we are gonna take our terrain tool and we are gonna push this down by a lot. So we're gonna it's gonna be tough, but we're gonna kind of go like this. Hopefully this is gonna be okay. Try to make it as nice and smooth as possible here. We can flatten it out to the foundation as well. It's, shoot. Honestly, these tools they're very useful, but they're also kind of hard to use and make things look super nice at times. But I'm thinking something like that, and then we're gonna start to, we're gonna flatten that out there. We've got to kind of make it a fairly soft incline, you know what I mean? Like I don't want it to just be like dropping off the face of the earth. So I want to smooth this out a little bit so that it's a little bit softer. I guess we can kind of go a flattened surface here. A little bit softer so that they can get up onto the land if they want to, and then they can also go down into the water. I feel like it's kind of deep. I don't know. It's hard to use these tools, so I'm gonna mess around with this for a second. But so far it's looking pretty good. We've gotta perfect it a bit. It's like something like this looks a little bit better. I think. I guess we could bring this area down a little bit, but something like that. All right, that's looking a little bit better. Now what we could do is if we take our paths. We're going to take a little path here and we're going to bring it out, and then we're going to have it come down as sharply as it can. And I kind of want to make like a bit of a spiral staircase. Are we going to be able to do that? Is it deep enough? Something like that maybe, and then we could bring it up a little bit, maybe like that. It's not going to be a huge area down here, but it is going to be a little viewing area to be able to see them when they're underwater. And now what we could do is we could take our barriers, and as long as our glass fence can go down this way, I really hope it can. I'm going to bring it down like this a little bit, and then we're going to bring it down this way. Okay. Now in the beta, this was really sensitive, but it looks like they've kind of improved it a little bit. And it looks like we're going to be able to bring this, I'm going to say we could bring it like that. Then bring it up here, and then we can connect it. All right, not bad, but of course we're gonna have to take this, and we are gonna have to increase the height of these. But that makes, hold on, can we do just this piece? There we go. So we can kind of bring that up, make it even with everything else. Dude, this is gonna be sick. Go ahead and connect that piece there. Connect this piece over here. Bada bing, bada boom. We have an underground viewing area, baby. Dude, this is gonna be so sick. We're gonna see these guys swimming around. It's gonna be awesome. So we've got that, and then it doesn't have to be that deep, but I guess it looks good for the underwater viewing section. Let's go ahead and smooth this out a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna make like a little sunbathing beach type area for them. It's gonna be pretty cool, dude. This is gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna go back to terrain here. Let's go ahead and flatten this area out just a little bit, I guess. Nothing too crazy. Give them a place to swim around. Then we could make them a little bit of a beach surface over on this side, so the water's gonna go up to the ledge. Let's see where this water goes. So we're gonna go into terrain, water. We can have it all the way up there. Dude, that is gonna be so dope. But the problem is this even in our water? Oh, it is. It's in the water treatment thing. So that's literally perfect. So they're gonna have kind of like a little beach entrance thing over here. They're gonna have a sunbathing platform over here. We'll probably put some rocks down or something for them. And then, of course, they're going to have their primary underwater area, which we have an underwater viewing section for. So, honestly, this turned out better than I thought it did. Like, this is going to be a dope habitat. So, I'm going to say let's just go ahead and we're going to move these guys in here. Go into our animal storage. And, oh, what the heck? It said we had like 50 million of them. Looks like they're on their way. Here we go, dude. I'm so excited about this. This is going to be really, really cool. I haven't even seen the crocs in this game, I don't think. We may have in the career mode, actually. But we definitely haven't ever had any of our own. Look at these guys. Dude, he's small. He looks huge. And he's on top of his little girlfriend. She's a cutie. Look at that monstrous, just absolute beast. Wow. That is absolutely incredible, dude. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be amazing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pause it here, obviously. Now let's see what we can do for his needs. Let's see what he likes. So his welfare is not great. He doesn't have any enrichment. Nutrition could be better. Social could be better. Looks like space. He wants more space. Oh, he'd like a little bit more land and a little bit less water. Oh, we can do that. All right, so I'm gonna bring in our terrain tool, and let's just go ahead and raise this up a little bit. We can actually flatten to the foundation. Oh shoot, we can't do it if the water's in there though. Okay, we didn't think this through. I didn't realize he needed that much land, so he wants 157 square meters of land. That's fine, dude. We can, let's take the water out, and then what we're gonna do is bring this little flattening tool back, and we can kind of bring the sunbathing area over. We don't want to go too far though. We could bring this up. We could bring all this up, and we could make this decline a little more gradual. Yeah, I wish this was a bit more gradual. Something like this might look a little bit better. Let me put our water in here. I mean, that's not bad. Can we go up any more? We could go up more if we wanted to, but I think that's solid. So that's gonna give us 508 square meters of land and 480 square meters of water, which is gonna bring that up perfectly. Okay. So they're going to be happy with that. That's solid. Looks like we want a little more long grass, or a little less long grass. I'm sorry. More short grass, more soil, more sand and rock and stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to bring in our little painting tool. Obviously, we're going to want some soil along the edges here, so we can add some soil and some sands. Make him a little happier there. And then we could add some short grass up here. Actually, I like the short grass around there. And I think we should do some soil and sand over here. This is going to be like a little sandy beach, you know, kind of hangout type area. Looks like we could use a little more rock. We could even, I mean, the nice part is we could put rock down in here. Technically, that actually doesn't make any difference. Okay, well, I'm gonna make it all a rocky bottom just because that makes more sense. I guess if you're underwater, the actual texture doesn't matter. So I'm gonna make this a nice rocky bottom just because I feel like it looks a little bit better. We're gonna throw some rocks and some other things in here in a minute. Don't worry. But all right, that looks pretty good. Looks like they're gonna want a little bit of rock outside, so we could just do a little sweep of rock like that. All right, not bad. They could use a little more sand if we wanted. Make like a sandy beach area. All right, boom. Looks like they're pretty happy so far. Now, the one thing we definitely are gonna have to do is get our vets on the crocs for research. So we're gonna go ahead and start to speed this up. It is gonna turn nighttime, so I think I'm gonna speed through the night so we can get some research and stuff done. And ooh, tell me that's already done. Oh, I was gonna say that would have been amazing if they were that quick. But we're gonna do some research and stuff through the night. And I'll let you guys know how this goes. Actually, while we're waiting, I guess we could kind of set this up. Oh man, look at all the people who are checking them out, dude. This is fantastic. I'm gonna put a bunch of tip jars. We're gonna put some speakers all over the place. Obviously need a speaker right here. Gonna put a speaker up here as well. Look at him hanging out on the little thing over here. Is he happy? His welfare's decent, enrichment's not good, coverage and everything else is looking pretty good. He's happy, dude. He's feeling pretty good about himself. I really wish you could see him like throw chickens and stuff in there. That would be pretty amazing. Guests think the tickets are underpriced. All right, I'm gonna raise it up to $8 for adults and $4 for kids. How about that? So we've got that going on. Let me see. We need to place more speakers. I'm gonna place a speaker down here as well, maybe on the wall. That's kind of cool. And then we could place these education boards. Ooh, there was something about one of the buffalo, I think. Hold on, this is getting heavy. Things are going quickly. All right, we're gonna pause it for now. We're gonna go back in. We're gonna grab an education board and maybe put it like right here on the other side of the tip jar, so we can put it there. We could put a second one. Oh, we can't actually put them up on top of the pathways, unfortunately. That's weird. We can kind of place it ourselves if we just put it in the right spot. So we can put it like that. Looks pretty good. Let's turn it on to the saltwater croc, and bada bing, bada boom. Things are going swimmingly. These don't have any power. Shoot, we're gonna need some sort of power here. So I'm gonna say, How close is our nearest electricity? It's so close, dude. So close, just not quite there. I guess we could put another electrical plant right over here. It's a water treatment plant, so let's do that. So we're gonna come into facilities, staff facilities, put a little generator right here. Hopefully, let me see, negative impact on guests. That's actually gonna affect the guests though. Okay. What we could do, I'm gonna put a new staff path along this way. Since it's a habitat, we aren't really gonna have people going back here anyway. So we can have it like that. Then we could put a habitat gate. I guess it's in barriers. We could put a habitat gate right here for this one. Boom. Habitat gate right there. And then we could move these and we can move them down on this end so that they can reach more, but they're also not in the way at the same time. Boom. That looks good. And now, oh shoot, that's gonna move our water treatment plant out of the reach of the dogs. Okay, so we're gonna have to move this back this way. Oh, no, it says it's good. What? It says it's not good here, but that if I move it here, it says it's even better. There, it's all right if it's one space to the left. All right, sounds good to me. But we've got that, and now if you take a look at power, all of that's gonna be powered. So, boom, problem solving, looks good to me. This is awesome. Look at these guys swimming around. They're pretty happy so far. Do we have any, oh, we've got some new VIPs in our zoo. I'm gonna make sure we say hello, try to get those credits. We've got some vet research complete. Anything, nothing on the crocs yet. Looks like they're kind of slow to be researched, but overall, things are looking pretty good so far. We do have some basics we could put in here. So we're gonna switch this over to the saltwater croc species. Now they don't eat very often, but when they do, they eat quite a bit. So let's see, looks like we have a lot of things. We could put a mud bath up here, that's kind of fun. Where do we want to put that though? We don't really have a good spot for it as of right now. Why can't we put it right here? I feel like that's a good spot. I guess we kind of have a lot of research already done on the saltwater crocs. Blood scent marker, do we want to put this over here? That could help out. They like balls, are we sure? Prey scented sack. Could see him playing with this over here. That's gonna be kind of fun. Rubbing pat. Do these guys really like this stuff? Are you serious right now? Our toy enrichment is solid. Food enrichment needs a little help. I mean, obviously, we're gonna need like an actual food tray. That's gonna be kind of important. So I'm gonna put, oh, that's why you can't place stuff over here. It's because it's not flat. We're gonna come into terrain here and let's go ahead and flatten this out. I'm gonna put their food and water over here. That looks pretty good. I don't know why it's not really letting me flatten out this area, but I guess we're just gonna have to leave it as is. It doesn't look awful, but we've got some food and water in there. We're gonna have the research keep going. We need some more, I guess, toy or food enrichment, I think is the one that we needed. We've got toy enrichment. We need more food enrichment. I had to delete that ball, but I'm gonna put that ball back down. I had no clue that they liked balls. So I'm gonna put that over here in place of the blood thing, whatever it is, blood scent marker enrichment. I'm gonna put the ball down and hope that they actually kind of use that thing a little bit. These guys are murderous, absolute dinosaurs, but they're kind of cute at the same time. Like I kind of like what we're working with here. So let's see what we can do for customizing their habitat a little bit. So we'll see what they like. If we go into environment, they're gonna want aquatic and tropical and Oceania and Asia. So let's go into our nature and we're gonna see what we can do. Oceania and Asia. And let's see what we've got going on. We've got palms, we've got bamboos, we've got water lilies, we've got moss, we've got ferns. We've got some pretty cool stuff in here. I'm thinking, I mean, we definitely want some water-based plants and stuff. So I'm thinking we get some lilies, you know, up on the surface. Let's build them some cool little lily pads. We could give them some reeds as well. So those are pretty cool there. Oh, we've got a bunch of common reeds. So I'm gonna place some reeds here. You know, places for them to kind of hide and stalk their prey a little bit. We could place some reeds along that backside. I definitely want to do some rocks. We are gonna put rocks all over the place. It's gonna be kind of cool. Ooh, we've got bamboo here. I don't know. Do they? Ooh, we've got. I'm gonna call a mechanic over here because it looks like we've got some problems with the fence already. Ooh, these guys are eating. Hold on a second. Let's take a break and watch this. Yo, oh my gosh, look at those jaws, man. These guys are crazy. What are y'all doing? Just on a little dinner date? I love it. You guys like each other? Hopefully you guys can give me some babies. But, all right, yeah, so we've got those. Let me see what else in nature can we do. Water treatment failed. We're going to have to call a mechanic on that one. That's not good. That thing is covering a lot of our very important animals. Is everything else okay? Oh, no, Omaros died. We're going to call the vet here. Shoot, we're going to have to get another African buffalo. Looks like Adamama's not really on the young side either. This is kind of sad. She's going to be even more upset, though, because her social's so bad now. 76% welfare. We're going to have to, let's adopt another one. That makes me feel kind of bad. I didn't even notice that until now. I think that happened a little bit ago, and she's just been sitting there dead. So, that's not good. And the bad news is we can't buy any more African buffalo right now. So, I don't really know what to say. She's just going to be very, very sad because she has no friends. I mean, that's not the life I would want, but there's nothing we can do right now because we don't have anything we can purchase with cash. So, unfortunately, that's just how it's going to have to be. So, this is a very dangerous, very precarious situation for this mechanic. Oh my goodness. I really wish they had like bad things happen in this game. I wish you could delete the fence and just let him go at it. Like the Jurassic World game that we played, it was much better in that sense because you could actually let the dinosaurs eat the people. But anyway, yeah, so we've got some lily pads and stuff here. Definitely, I'm going to start adding some rocks. So I'm going to look in here. Let's take off all these filters. I want to see what type of rock we have here. So we've got the desert rock. I'm thinking more of a gray. Taiga, temperate, tropical. I guess tropical is probably what they would appreciate. So I'm going to start putting some tropical rocks into their little habitat. I feel like it's going to make it look a lot better. So I'm going to make kind of like a little tropical rock wall along the edge here. I don't want to use all the same thing, but I'll see you guys in a minute. We're gonna try to put something small together. So you guys can see it's coming together here. You know, nothing too crazy. I just like I like not having bare walls. You know what I mean? Like bare walls can get kind of a little boring. So to give them a little rocky edge here above the water, I feel like it looks kind of nice. Definitely looks better than just having a sand wall going straight into a glass enclosure. And yeah, I feel like that looks pretty good there. Just kind of adding a little bit of detail to it. We could even, I mean, we could definitely throw some rocks down in here. Obviously a riverbed is going to have a ton of rocks and stuff sticking around, so we could do some rocks. We could do some aquatic plants. I'm looking for some of the bigger rocks here because this is not that important. Shoot, that's a pretty big rock right there. So we can put something like that. I like how the audio turns to, you know, underwater type sounds and stuff. Shoot, I'm having some weird connection issues with this game today. I don't even, where are these rocks? Bro, what the heck? Yeah, I want you up near the surface, my man. So we could just, we could put some rocks in the walls and stuff. Could probably put something like this, you know, laying along the bottom. Kind of move it so that it rests on the bottom, just like that. Pretty cool. I mean, nothing too crazy. Let me see what else could we do. Let's take a look at the tropical or the aquatic biome. Take off the rock. We don't really have any like aquatic plants or anything, do we? Like, I'd like to put some plants down there. Do we have any like moss or anything? We've got caribou moss and mossy rocks, but that's not really gonna work. We've got some little vines and stuff that we could potentially do, but I don't know. I feel like overall it looks pretty good so far. Let's go ahead and speed it up. I want to get the research done on these guys so we can see what's going on with toys. Shoot, this is not looking good. I don't know what's going on today. I'm gonna be honest, this game has been very buggy, and I've talked about that before. Let's go see this guy underwater. Look at him. He looks a little derpy up there, dude. He looks like he only has 2 legs and a tail. That's great. But yeah, we talked about it before. Like, this game, it's definitely very buggy. They're working on it though, which is good. But it's a little sad that we're running into quite a few issues. But we're gonna be okay. So overall, I feel like this is a pretty nice habitat. Nobody's really using our staircase over here. I don't know why. I feel like that's where I would want to go to watch these guys. They haven't played with their ball yet. Pretty much all they've done is eat and drink. That's just about it, and just kind of swim around a little bit. So I'm gonna let some research do its thing. We're about to cross the 6-figure mark with our zoo, which is pretty exciting. I'll see you guys in a sec. Oh no, we had another animal die, Eshy. Oh, that's so sad. I'm gonna call the vet. The vet is en route. Oh, 12.2 years though. She lived a good life, and we have a lot of these African wild dogs. So hopefully we can get some more breeding happening as time goes on, and hopefully we can kind of stay sustainable. Ideally, what you would want to do is get animals that are all bred within the park, and you just keep breeding them, and then you just keep releasing them and keep breeding and releasing. Like, breed, keep the young ones, release the old, and just keep that going. That's kind of the ideal goal. We really need these two to get at it. They haven't really done a whole lot yet. Looks like their meal quality is not great so far, so we're gonna move them up to a grade 2 quality. I'm pretty sure we're gonna move the dogs up to a grade 3 quality. I'm pretty sure these two over here, the barrier status over here is not looking good, so I'm gonna call a mechanic. Barrier status not looking good, I'm gonna call a mechanic. I'm gonna call a mechanic here. Dude, the barriers just don't hold up in this game. I don't know what it is. I'll call a mechanic as the 4th one there as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these ones over here, I think they have, they each have grade 3 quality food, which is good there. But all right, let's see what's going on. Vet research is complete. I'm pretty sure we should be looking pretty good. It looks like we're 4 of the way through the saltwater croc. So we're gonna come back to habitat. We're gonna take a look here. I want to look at food and water enrichment. Looks like we've got frozen blood pumpkins. So they're gonna like that. That's some food enrichment. Rubbing pad, water jet enrichment. What is that? That's kind of cute, I guess. Let's see how these guys are feeling. Meal quality's not good. Looks like we've got enrichment up to 100%. Overall, they're 95%. Oh. Serious injury. Why is there a serious injury? Vet's already been called though, so they're gonna be okay. But yeah, I mean, everybody's good. Let's take a look at our zoo here. Take a look at all of our animals. More research complete. That's good. Take a look at all of our animals. Literally everybody is up there in like the high 90s in terms of welfare. The crocs need some better meal quality, but they don't eat very often, like I said. So now that we have, again, I want to confirm that it's on there. Now that we have it up to, let's move it to grade 3. Why not? They're going to have the best meals they can possibly have, and they are going to be very, very happy. So there you guys have it. I think that's pretty solid. Dude, I would not trust walking around these things. You are very, very brave, but that is our new crocodile, saltwater crocodile enclosure. I feel like it, oh shoot, we've got more dogs dying. This is not good. At the same time, it's not bad though. I mean, that's just kind of that's a part of life. There's nothing really we could do about that. I guess I would prefer to have these guys breeding a little bit quicker. How are we've got a lot of females, but they're all getting older. We're gonna have to buy some new African wild dogs because they're all getting old. They're not mating as quickly as I would like them to. But I guess that's just a part of the game. So anyway, I think that's a good spot to stop it. I really like this. I wish more people were using our underwater viewing area on the crocs, but I feel like it turned out pretty well. I'm happy with how it went. We've got some happy animals. We've got some money rolling in. We've got more people than ever. Things are going great. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna see you guys in our next episode. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.